Almost every Dune Awakening player progresses through these 7 levels. And while the vast majority never make it through level 4, the ones who do attain glory and will be hated on almost any Dune server that they migrate to. For level 1, it's simple, the Haga farmer. This is where every Dune player starts their journey, the Haga Basin. You'll probably spend your first 30 to 50 hours in Haga playing through the quests and progressing from copper all the way to duraluminum gear. You'll be mainly focused on progressing here by prioritizing your trial quests, faction-based quests, and your trainer quests. This introductory period forces you into your next level, the Architect. As you progress through Haga Basin, you will at a minimum build about 2 to 3 bases. One in the Haga Basin South because it's a quest to do so, another after you unlock more building sets and get forced across the Vermilius Gap, and lastly, players usually build a new base either closer to the shield wall for easier access to late game mats, or simply because you hate the look of the box you built and want something that actually looks nice. You'll spend some time looking at references, maybe watch a YouTube video or two, and then you'll get to building. And if you're anything like me, you'll get 80% into the new build and realize you've just built another fucking box. The third level, and my least favorite, is the PvE Andy. You're done or mostly done with Haga Basin, and you're ready to start gathering the materials for MK6 gear. You've spent the first 90 hours of your playthrough telling Discord how you hate PvP, and the game was never meant to include it in the first place. You head into the deep desert and start farming Aero for plastinium and hitting up the small and medium spice blows in the PvE zone of the deep desert. But you start to realize it isn't enough. You grab your thopter that it took you 2 weeks to build, and you head into the area you hate the most. Which brings us to the 4th level, and it's where most players will end their Dune careers, the Victim. Hopping from small spice to small spice, barely getting enough spice to snort off the back of a hooker in a back alley in Harco, you decide to put on the big boy pants and venture into the PvP zone for that large ring mouth spice blow. How bad could it be, right? These guys on Reddit are just trolls. So you're peacefully compacting spice, getting ready to store it, and you might be admitting defeat here. Oh, fast breach. There he goes.
That guy just quit the game, 100%. He was here for the free weekend. He grinded Friday and Saturday to get to the deep desert. He had his assault. This was his first time out here. He was trying to get some spice, and...
Yep, and he got stabbed to death.
The last thing he's going to see on this game before he uninstalls is you were killed by Tinkles.
Boom, lit up and cooked like a Thanksgiving turkey. You boil with anger of 1,000 sons of Arrakis and decide to do something about it. After you create a Reddit thread, of course. Now, if you make it past the victim stage, you're okay in my book. This is where you become the pilot. You've been killed one too many times while farming spice, titanium, or stravidium, and you've had enough. You take the little resources you got and craft your first rocket pod. You start to fly around waiting to see opponents in the sky, practicing shooting missiles in anticipation and to learn the trajectory. You learn how to use the vulture to your advantage, and after you down your first storage scout, you realize you've become the PvPer who refuses to touch the sand. For you, the sky isn't the limit, it's your arena, and you'll stay there until you meet the ancient way. Oh, I hit every single rocket. Well, maybe not two.
Keep hitting them.
Oh, fucking lighten him up.
Oh yeah, grunt style. You guys are gonna have to put him down with ancient ways unless he bugs up. Oh, he's bugging
Yeah,
up.
his wing is fucked, bro.
There you go, get his ass. This is where you can be morphed into the Brawler. You've been in the DD for days or weeks and you feel comfortable in the air. However, the damage from suspensor belting ancient way goobers is starting to tap into your resources. You need better armor to help with the stagger, and the MK5 hull just isn't holding up. The problem is, most of the blueprints worth getting in the deep desert require you to be on the ground. You start forcing your way into the ground fights and seeing what's working and what's not. You've spent hours on YouTube watching an angry bald man explain the math of PvP mechanics and damage, and you're finally coming into your build after you've been slapped and smacked to oblivion. You're winning your 1v1s, and you're starting to ask in chat every week if anybody's built an arena. You're now ready to ascend into Dune glory. You're about to become the Griefer. You are now proficient in both air and land combat, and PvP is what you crave in the deep desert. The problem now is the people who got stuck at level 4 and complain about getting killed are starting to label you as the server's griefer. See, I've played on a few different servers now, and there are always people that get upset and claim griefing when they get killed in the PvP zone. Just have a scroll through Reddit and you'll see countless examples of crying about PvP. Now, do I PvP? Yes. Do I thumper players on orthopters?
Mistake, dumbass.
Got the worm right here, brother.
Oh, bitch.
Is it rolling out?
Yes. Will I push a sandcrawler into the open sand just to thumper it and ruin somebody's progression?
You're gonna get them both?
It's gonna get the one for sure. And then I'll land it in.
Also yes. Why? Because it's part of the game and I enjoy it. And to be fair, one of the trials you go through in the start of the game in the Haga Basin literally wants you to do it. So why shouldn't I? Plus, once you've had it done to you, you start to turn to the dark side. It feels so good to do it to others, especially the person or people that did it to you. So that's my breakdown, but what about yourself? Where would you rank yourself in Dune Awakening? Do you agree with the video or did I miss something? Make sure you drop it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe so you can stay tuned for future videos and I'll see you on the next one.